I'd seen men, met men, rejected men, but the man in front of me was everything. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Fovidas. So guys, as usual, I tell stories all the time, and I saw a story online and I've decided to share it here, and also I would like to know your thoughts. So let's dive into the story. It's been 3 days since my wedding, my dream Catholic wedding. Everything was moving perfectly, everything, until it no longer did. I thought I found him. I thought I found the man I waited all these years for. The one that made me believe I wasn't mad after all. Auntie Agatha, Papa's younger sister, always said I had a spiritual husband. But my marriage to Kelechi proved her wrong. Well, at least he did. My name is Akuna. Where I'm from, it means father's wealth. Papa calls me a beauty goddess and says I'm the spitting image of Mama. If I'm Mama's carbon copy, I don't need any mirror to tell me I am beautiful. She passed away years ago from childbirth complications. She had my younger brother inside her. Papa said he would have been named Ugonna, but neither he nor Mama made it out of the delivery room. Papa refused to marry again. He was tall, handsome, dark-skinned and rich, and many ladies drooled over him. But none of them worked for him. He adored Mama so much that every woman he met was no match for her. So he devoted all his love, care, and affection to me. Aside from my matchless beauty, skin, gleaming eye, and father's wealth, I had a specific type of man in mind. He has to be 6 feet tall at the very least. Anything less is short. He must be dark-skinned, fine and educated. Just like Papa, most importantly, he must be Catholic. Before I graduated, Papa's compound was already ripped with suitors, but Papa insisted that I finish school first. I graduated at 23, and the line at home got longer, but none met my specifications. I wanted tall and dark, but they were either short and dark or tall and fair. I am Catholic, and some were Pentecostal. Some weren't even working. So how would such a person take care of me? Papa wasn't one to impose a man on me. He said it was entirely up to me to decide with whom I would spend the rest of my life. He only cared about my happiness. At 27, I was still stunning. Then Kizito came along. He was tall, dark, handsome, and rich. He was perfect in every way, except he wasn't Catholic. I wouldn't be the wife who dresses up on a Sunday morning and goes to one church while her husband goes to another. I want my family to get ready and attend the same church together. Kizito said he won't change his church, so we went our separate ways. Nnamdi was short, wealthy, dark-skinned, and well-educated. Above all, he was not only Catholic, but a devout one. It's short, I said to Papa that night. I cannot marry someone that I'm taller than. Ada, Papa said, life is a train. When it arrives at your bus stop, it stops and waits for you to board, while others are light. When it resumes full speed, it doesn't stop until it reaches the next designated stop. If you don't get in when it stops, it passes you and never looks back. Not because the engine is bad, but because it has simply moved on. I recall meeting your mother. She was standing. I've heard the story of how he met Mama a million times. I wasn't ready to listen to it again, especially not that night. Papa, I have a headache. I would like to go and rest my head, I said, holding my forehead. Biko, consider the next man that comes, he said. I lost count of the number of suitors I turned down. I became the topic of discussion for Papa's sister. They said he had spoiled me. Should I call a man of God? Are you sure she doesn't have a spiritual husband? Auntie Agatha said when she came to the house that afternoon. The conversation didn't end well. Don't pay for that. A beautiful lady like you shouldn't come grocery shopping, let alone pay. A voice from behind said at the supermarket. When I turned around, a tall cup of chocolate was staring me in the face. My tongue glued to my mouth. I'd seen men, met men, rejected men, but the man in front of me was everything. "I'm sorry, I'm Kelechi," he said, handing his card to the lady at the counter. "Take it from there. I can handle it." I finally found my tongue. "I know, but I would love to," he said, smiling. That was how it all began. And 6 months later, Kelechi got on one knee and popped the question. My heart sank. I was finally getting what I wanted. Everything I wanted in a man is tall, dark-skinned, educated, and rich. Above all, he's a God-fearing Catholic with principles that include no sex before marriage. At first, I didn't believe such men existed, but he kept to his word, and I kept myself for him too. Yes, yes, I'll marry you," I said in tears. He put a ring on it. We were wedded traditionally and in church 3 days ago. My dream Catholic wedding. We were thrilled. Everything was moving smoothly until the night, our wedding night. He grabbed me as soon as we walked into our room, and we were in each other's mouths in a split second. I could hear him breathing as we swallowed each other's saliva. He reached for my zip and tore it open. I quickly took off my dress like a hen in heat. I'd waited for this for 6 months. I'd waited to have all of him inside of me. His lips were warm and pillowy, and it tasted like wine, the one we drank at our wedding reception. I reached for his pants to unbutton it, but he gently took my hand and placed them on his chest. That act was a slow kind of torment. His chest was broad and dark. The line of his abs formed a map of discipline and desire. Each ridge catching the light, drawing my eyes down. I could feel the heat radiating from him, the kind that made my pulse tumble and my breath forget its rhythm. A fine trail of hair led lower, easily disappearing beneath the waistband of his pants. A silent invitation that made me reach for his pants again. And for the second time, he grabbed my hand. "What's the matter?" I asked, taking my mouth off his. "It doesn't work," he muttered. "What doesn't work?" "Down there, my pee, it doesn't stand." Azal. God, I beg. I laughed. It's been like this for 2 years, since that car crash I told you about. "You play a lot, stop, Joe," I said, reaching for his pants again. He took off my hand, stood up, and left the room. It's been 3 days since my dream Catholic wedding to my dream man. It is supposed to be my honeymoon, our honeymoon, but it feels like a hole I dug myself. And